Hello again. My name is Gabby. I'm the English SGI at Moreno Valley. If you're looking at this, you should have already finished Units 1 and 2 and the performance task for Unit 3. I'm just going to go over what the review looks like, or the alternative assessment, and it's the same format as 1 and 2, so you should be familiar with it already. First part first is vocabulary, so it gives you a vocab word, abeyance, affliction, whatever. Definition, you have to give your definition in your own words, right? One synonym, and then one sentence that includes that word. Make it your own sentence. Please, 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 if you need help, let me know. Next, you need to give your own example of the following, so you don't have to put multiple, you could just put one. Elliptical phrasing, root words, rhyme, allegory, point of view, figures of speech, oxymoron, and personification. Oxymoron and personification can be found in my figurative language video. The other ones, I'm going to try to do Quizlets for each of the things that you're struggling with, and hopefully those will help you. But remember, it's your own example, so you only have to write one. Concepts, explain and provide examples for the following, so you have to explain them, so give your own definition, and then give examples, so more than one, at least two. Exact rhyme versus a slant rhyme, author's purpose, paradox, free verse poetry, biblical allusions. Remember, allusions can be found in the video that I do on literary devices and figurative language, stream of consciousness writing, Latin roots, prefixes, and suffixes, and why they're useful, biography, autobiography, science fiction, historical fiction, realistic fiction. So tell me what they are, give me examples of these two. These next ones are the writing ones. These are the most important ones, so take your time with them. Let me know if you need help. So after reading Snapshot of the Period on pages 466 and 469, explain some of the literary forms used to express social and political issues. Relate this information to the essential question, how does literature shape or reflect society? So think about literature, how does it shape or reflect society? So like Martin Luther King, right? His literary form was a speech, right, to express social and political issues. So he gave a speech to express social issues, as in racism and things like that, and then political issues such as segregation. And then how does that piece of literature, so in my example, it's I Have a Dream, right? How does it shape or reflect society? So it reflects society as in it reflects the needs and the wants of people who oppose racism and segregation. It shows what they're thinking, what they want, and it helps to shape society because it helps to change the minds of many people, right? 27, compare Dickinson's attitude in Because I Could Not Step for Death and I Heard a Fly Buzz When I Died. What's the same? What's different? So how are they viewing death? Does she seem excited about it, upset about it? Does she seem to honor him or it? What's the same? What's different about how she feels about death in both? And then 28, analyze the following passage from the story, An Episode of War. Evaluate whether each passage reflects naturalism or realism and explain your answer. So make sure you have a good knowledge of naturalism or realism. Here's the passage. A battery, a tumultuous and shining mass, was swirling towards the right. So a battery, right, which is a tumultuous and shining mass, was swirling towards the right. So coming to the right of them. The wild thud of hooves, the cries of riders shouting blame and praise, menace and encouragement, and last the roar of wheels. The slant of glittering guns brought the lieutenant to an intent pause. So they're explaining what's happening, right? And they're showing what you're hearing, and it brought the the army man, right, to a pause, like it made him stand still. The battery swept in curves that stirred the heart. So this weapon is coming at, right, and making you scared. It made halt as dramatic as the crash of waves on the rocks. So is that naturalism or realism? Right? And explain yourself. Explain why you think it's that. And that's it. That's all you need to do for the Unit 3 assessment. If you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, I'll see you for Unit 4.